have done things which nobody's ever done before.
Yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
Welcome to the Midnight Run. We're honored by your attendance. Your host, Danoby2.
Welcome back, folks. Welcome. Oh my God, this is gonna be so good. All right. Welcome back. This is gonna be a fun. I like doing fun midnight runs, especially ones that catch me off guard and such. And it's gonna. This is. Oh man, I don't even know where to begin. I'm gonna need a little bit of help. I'm gonna have good old Nate join us for this. Nate,
Danoby.
God, we're gonna have some fun tonight. Let me. I want to.
Bro. Blitzway is back, man. Blitzway is back from the dead.
Blitzway. I don't. This is some bonkers stuff here.
Dude, when you told me that Blitzway did not appear in the Comic-Cons, when you were, going through the events and stuff, that broke my heart because I'm like, damn, are they not doing nothing for One Six Scale anymore? What happened here?
We're the beautiful, we're the only Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. Yes, we're back.
I gotta grab that clip for today's video. I'm gonna do after this.
Yes, we're back. That's right. That's exactly it. Folks checking in, welcome so much. We're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. Kaju, he knows what's up. He knows what's up all the way from the land of the rising sun. Kaju Daddy, what a time to be alive. So glad I held out. Ghostbusters are back. Absolutely. The pain of the wallet. Yeah, no, Joshua, this is going to be it.
The victimizing.
This is yeah. Look, there's a lot. Not only are the Ghostbusters back through Blitzway, which I thought I was under the impression I thought the information that I was fed was from a reliable source. Maybe at the time Blitzway collapsed, and maybe this is they're rising like a phoenix. But Blitzway is back with the Ghostbusters, and we're going to get to this. This is the one that I almost had. I suffered a stroke over this. A Blitzway DeLorean 1/6 scale. I mean, Nate. I mean, this is what you wake the president up for, right?
Yes. It is. It is.
This is it right here.
I can't believe it. Like, not only the 1/6 DeLorean, but bringing out the Flex, the Ghostbusters again. Come on now. There's no way. How much Flex can you do, Blitzway? How much?
I don't know. And no, yes, extra credit to Kaju Daddy. I was talking to Nate about this. The HasLab Ecto-1, because they're going to be at the New York Comic Con, Hasbro. I've been saving my pay. That's the only other pre-order this year that I'm going to allow, because I am technically under the no nut pre-order pledge of 2024. No more pre-orders for me. Serious, doing it. No, that's it. I have no power. We're going to have to focus. We're going to have to hold hands. Only when we work together, we're going to have to figure this out. So look, let's just jump right into this, because like Nate, this is overwhelming for you as well too. I mean, this is.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, sir.
All right. So a few hours ago on Blitzway's social media website, on Instagram and on Facebook, they posted this, right? They're going to be attending Blitzway. It's going to be attending the Wonder Festival 2024 Shanghai. It's the overseas, kind of like the San Diego Comic-Con convention. And, I follow Blitzway on Instagram, and I saw this. And I bet you a lot of folks in the toy community probably follow Blitzway, and they didn't take the time to swipe through the actual photos. This was a multi-photo situation here, and when you get to like the second page, the third page is the 1/6 scale. They're going to be showing a 1/6 scale DeLorean.
DeLorean die cast. Come on. Come on. Let's speculate. Come on.
Die cast.
Die cast.
Boom. I'm gonna be like Key and Peele on that one skit where he's walking around the table in that Gremlins 2 skit. Can we have an electric gremlin? Boom, it's done. Can we have a googly eye gremlin? Done. Throw it in there.
Yep.
Do it. So with this DeLorean, yes, die cast, boom, it's done. Throw it in there. True 1/6 scale. Nate, do it. Throw it in there.
Just throw it in. Just throw it in.
Throw it in there. Throw it in there. Is it going to have the foot locker? Is it going to have the plutonium chambers? Yes and yes. Boom, boom, boom. This is
the possibilities are endless.
This is it. This is you know what kills me is that if I knew Blitzway was going to pull out this Christmas miracle, I would have attended the show. I need to look at my passport.
Oh, you could. Oh, you would have been able to make this event.
Time. Yeah, I usually save a little bit of time at the end of the year. Like last year, I got to go to New York Comic Con.
That's right. Yeah, you could have gone to this one instead of New York Comic Con. Yeah.
Because I looked at the schedule like 1 week. I go, I got to plan this. I got to put the dogs and the kid. And I honestly, if I would have known that they were going to pull out a Christmas miracle like this, I would have done my darndest to plan. I would have flown out to Shanghai and been there just because I like to be there. I like to see when the prototypes are there. I like to be there to witness history.
Yeah. You want to document. You want to archive history. You do all the time with these Comic-Con events when it comes to these figures.
Yeah. Channel member Eric. Yeah. Ghostbusters. DeLorean. Yeah. No, we're gonna get to it. Don't forget. Yeah. Well, don't forget the Black Label Anakin only showed off his eyes and part of the face, but that statue has so much potential. Yes. So I did get to go to the Blitzway's website, and they're going through a major overhaul. I don't know what's going on. While we in the toy community and 1/6 scale community, we've been bitching and moaning over between Hot Toys and InArt and jazzing. Apparently, in the shadows, Blitzway has been cooking up some secret Moonwalker magic. I don't know, Christmas miracle here. This is some wild shit here. The Blitzway gods listen to my prayers. My Ecto-1 will no longer be lonely. Don Prime, I thought the Blitzway sign robotics is 3. We're going to talk about this low-key collector because Blitzway may be under new management, but they still are going through some distribution challenges. I mean, nothing chaotic or devastating like what InArt is going through. But pre-order in Blitzway, it's definitely gonna be some challenges.
Dude, this is gonna be a bloodbath. You know why? Because the one thing I've realized over the years, ever since Blitzway has been slowing down on their, figures and what have you, only thing they've been dropping has been statues. The one thing I've been noticing is that Sideshow has been slowing down on getting Blitzway products in their online stores.
They don't attend events anymore. They live stream from their break room now next to the microwave. Who the fuck? But folks out there was another post. I mean, yes, I'm giving the DeLorean plenty of love here, but Ghostbusters, they are back. 1/6 scale. It's a post.
Ghostbusters are back.
That's it. I mean, Ghostbusters 1/6 scale. Ray, Egon, Winston. Peter Venkman, is there a run in the market? Look,
Well,
Blitzway Ghostbusters figures have been valuable for years.
Yeah. They've been
value?
just recently. They rose up again because of the Star Ace trash that happened a month ago. So, will the prices be all over the place again? We never know. But the one thing you should not do is buy when they're high. Don't buy when they're high. You gotta buy it when it's low.
Can you imagine Blitzway make the 89? Oh my God, wouldn't that be a Christmas miracle there? If Blitzway decided to just like hold my beer, let me make the Batmobile properly.
Oh my God, this is the Thanos moment where he goes into the Odin's treasure room. Fine, I'll do it myself. And he grabs the gauntlet. Yeah, this is Blitzway right now. Fine, I'll do it myself.
Yeah. The Ghostbusters thing is gonna make a lot of folks happy tomorrow. You see, this is something that was posted on media. I saw this post, Nate, and I ignored it. I follow, and
dude, I called you after I flew the plane. I was like, Danoby, I just got off the phone with you. Call back.
Yeah, it really did, man. It really it just because it's Blitzway. They haven't done anything, so I've been essentially ignoring them. They don't. Yes, I follow them, but they haven't done anything. So how was I supposed to know that under the shadows they were cooking up this holy miracle of a show? And the fact that they announce it through a post like this.
Yeah, no red bow, no red carpet opportunity, just a post on Instagram. Because these companies love to throw the bling blang. Thank you, ma'am. Hot Toys does a big ass event for their releases and stuff like that. But Blitzway was like, nah, we'll just put an Instagram post, see what happens.
So I have the 3 Blitzway Ghostbusters. I'm excited for this. I don't know. I need to know what if any improvements are being done. And
shoot.
Yeah.
Wait. I just thought about something.
What's that?
You remember Spec Fiction just dropped their one left pre-orders of their Ghostbuster stuff, the original stuff.
Yes.
Spec Fiction probably smelt this post coming, and he just dropped his stuff.
I mean, it could have been.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I actually went to Spec Fiction and to their website, and
Winston sold out now. It was only one left. Someone bought it immediately.
Yeah, and not realizing that maybe the person, because remember I told you maybe the Ghostbusters that they had there were from my private collector. Maybe he knew something. Yeah. He got tipped off, right?
Yeah,
so it's just one of those. But yeah, I went on the website here, and I couldn't. I was just looking. I mean, but Spec Fiction's going to be there, or at least they're advertising that Art and a few other companies are going to be there. So I was looking for it again. I go Ghostbusters. Why? Let's see if I can.
So the Ghostbusters are probably most likely, if Sideshow doesn't get them for pre-order, it'll probably most likely be Spec Fiction. That's our only in.
Yes. So it'll definitely be through Spec. If Blitzway is back, and now this is a show, they're going to clearly hide behind the prototype clause. Hey, this is all prototype.
Yeah.
But if they do decide to move forward with the pre-orders, Spec Fiction is probably going to be your best bet on pre-ordering. And again, I mean, is it going to be Ghostbusters 2? Is it going to be a 2.0? Do I need a 2.0? I mean, I never got Winston. Winston was never done properly. So we don't have enough information to where should you sell your original set right now. I would never. I would add more to complement because I still have the vehicles, so I can have them post inside the vehicles. So I can still make it. I can still make it work and such. And you know, folks out there, Spec Fiction is actually one of the retailers that I do partner up with. So if these pre-orders after the Wonder Festival go active and Spec Fiction does get them, make sure to use my coupon code Danoby2 to save $10 off if Spec Fiction does go live and active, and they do have the Ghostbusters and the DeLorean. I mean, Jesus, we need to talk about the DeLorean too. But this is I just can't believe that they would blow a tease like that. In fact, if anything, I would have thought Blitzway would have just made a surprise show with the photos and such. That they took this route. It's just it's so fucking it's bonkers. Yeah, I would have loved to if I would have known they would have done this. I would have loved to have attended this show. I didn't know they were going to be bringing it like that.
You know what's crazy? There was out of all my Boston spies, out of all my rumor circuit, I heard nothing about Blitzway. Nothing about what they were planning on. It's crazy. It is crazy. I didn't hear none of this. No inklings about them coming back with a DeLorean 1.6 and Ghostbusters again. And here's the thing: the Ghostbusters, it could be three things. One, it could be a 2.0 of the originals. Two, it could be Ghostbusters 2 with the black jumpsuits. Three, it could be the older versions from Afterlife. We don't know. The possibilities are endless at this point.
Do we talk about the 800-pound gorilla in the room too? Because I didn't forget that Star Ace just announced some Ghostbusters 1/6 scale, and the fact that
I mentioned it earlier, but we were talking about the trash that Star Ace dropped.
Oh,
yeah.
So
the trash fire.
I didn't think toy companies were allowed to step on each other's toes in the size department. If Star is just making 1/6 scale, licensed Ghostbusters and Blitzway is, unless there's a distribution clause or loophole, meaning maybe Blitzway will be making the Ghostbusters, but they won't be allowed to sell it in the US. That's so weird. There's just so much to unpack here, because why would you? But you know what? It could just be me trying to reach, because it's never stopped Sideshow and Hot Toys when it comes to Star Wars figures. I mean, they've done Luke Skywalker figures and released them on the same platform. So it could just be.
You know, another cool thing too. They could be doing the Ghostbusters with their their updated looks towards the end of the movie of Ghostbusters 2, where they put on the other jumpsuits on towards the end. Possibly that one too. But here's the thing, though. It says Ghostbusters on the name,
meaning singular, meaning the first film. So
the first film. So it's not really Ghostbusters 2. It's
I would never
just the first one.
I would never even speculate Ghostbusters 2 with this type of announcement. But did you also consider too? It could be a reissue, repaint. Same.
Oh. Well, if they do that, then that it just devalues the original set at that point. If it's a reissue, so that'll be a pain.
Yeah, there were collectors out there that were counting their golden coins on this. I never planned on, so it doesn't bother me. I still have them. I bought them from the original batch. I didn't ditch them like most collectors did, and so forth. But it doesn't bother me. But you're right. Yes, it would definitely, because the fact that Spec Fiction was reselling them at $550, you're not going to get that if it's just a reissue. I'm hoping it's a 2.0, but again, this information is so vague, and they are allowed to. They are 100% allowed to be very vague, because they want you to go to the show. They want you to take photos and so forth, and help promote the event. I hate this during the holidays like this. Like, I know I told you October 1st, it's Christmas and Halloween. It's the friggin' holidays.
Oh, this is gonna be a pain in the ass though, because Sideshow is if hopefully Sideshow is smart enough to make some deals here to bring back the 1/6 scale line from Blitzway into their markets. If not, then you're gonna have to find other avenues, maybe Spec Fiction, possibly the third parties, resellers. I don't know. It's begin your search, guys. Begin asking questions because you're gonna have to find some backups. If Sideshow does not commit to this, there's other opportunities. You got to make sure, because the thing is with the other opportunities, they usually don't have their pre-orders open for very long. They have like a window of a week to a month.
That's the thing. It's going to get scary because it could be a situation like InArt's distribution shitty system where you get 2 weeks and then is it going to be like an influencer handshake, Fox and Friends batch? No, probably the Blitzway doesn't play those little silly games like that. But because Blitzway isn't being carried by, they're not. Who is going to be the distributor? It used to be Bandai Namco. Bandai Namco has broken off with
Big Bad Toy Store. It's our opportunity.
Big Bad Toy Store could probably carry them. Sideshow, I think, is done with them.
They only got statues over there of Blitzway. I haven't seen a single 1/6 scale from them. Like Kurt Cobain, I had to go to Pop Culture to get Kurt Cobain. Sideshow didn't have it.
Yeah, Loco, I sent you a DM. Like I said, Blitzway has been under the shadows. It's no respect. While all the other companies have been duking it out between Mondo, Iconic Studios, Hasbro, Mattel, SH Fig Arts, they haven't done much. I went to their website tonight, and they're going through a major overhaul. They're getting ready for their Black Series, which is clearly going to be Star Wars. They're going to announce something there. Join the club, FEJ. This is some bonker stuff. Can't believe Blitzway is doing Ghostbusters and a DeLorean. Yes, a 1/6 scale DeLorean. How did they score that license? Didn't Jazz Inc. Didn't they wanted to do a DeLorean? How did they score it? So is Hot Toys done with it? Because I was 2 companies making 1/6 scale vehicle. So maybe the Mark III is the end of the road.
Possibly, because the thing is, Hot Toys is not doing the Mark I anytime soon. So this is the Blitzway's opportunity to jump in and do their version of the Mark I.
Danoby, do you think they'll do the Ghostbusters 1 reissue, Ghostbusters After? I don't think so. I would welcome it.
Ooh, yes, great opportunity. Kind of like what they did with what Hot Toys did. But here's the problem: Blitzway don't do reissues. That's the problem.
And both vehicles didn't sell very well. The Afterlife vehicle really wasn't chased, and the Ecto-1. Collectors may pretend to forget, but Sideshow and Blitzway did not. Nobody fucking pre-ordered that Ecto-1. It sat there for years, available for pre-order. Nobody pre-ordered it. And the minute that the vehicle dropped, and everybody got hit with stimmy money from Trump, then everybody wanted it, affected the price.
Well, the thing is, I think the 2016 Ghostbusters left a sour taste in a lot of people.
Yes,
and they didn't care about the original Ghostbusters at that point.
Yes, but Blitzway suffered, and they may not have forgotten about that. Maybe they did see the value in making the figures. They did reissue. They did kind of do the Afterlife, right? Completely different vehicle. But even then, though, I don't think that was very.
Wait, the Ghostbusters Afterlife was reissued? I thought it was just another batch. The Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Sorry, I'm talking about the Ghostbusters Ecto-1 Afterlife vehicle.
Was that a reissue? Because I didn't.
No, it used a lot of the same components from the 84, but it did have probably about 30-40% R&D because it had the trap door, it had the gunner seat, there was some repaint, the vehicle was semi-lifted, so there was some minor altercations with it. Well, so it was the issue. It was
I get what you're saying. Is that bred up is saying that the Blitzway Afterlife was reissued.
Do you think they'll do Ghostbusters 1 reissue, Ghostbusters 2 or After? No, they're asking. He's asking if they would go back and do a reissue. I don't think they would. I wouldn't be mad if they did a reissue on Afterlife. Yeah. But I'm just saying that those retailers did not forget how the collectors weren't there to support it at the time. And, numbers don't lie. I mean, yeah, times change and stuff like that. But here's the kicker, though, too. If you reissued the Ghostbusters 84, it's going to be $1,800. Not going to get it. What you want? See, that's the thing, too. Then when you tell people that it's probably going to be closer to $2,000, then everybody starts looking the other way when the check is brought to the table.
Yeah. Sorry, not Brett. Kaiju Daddy. Kaiju Daddy said it in the comments that it was reissued this month. That's interesting, huh? Oh, I guess Blitzway is doing reissues now. Huh.
On what? On the
so apparently from Kaiju Daddy, the Ecto-1 Afterlife was reissued this month.
It wouldn't have been reissued. It would have just been an extended batch. It's still in.
That's what I was thinking. I thought it was an extended batch or another batch.
You got to be careful with those words. It's an extended batch because they actually did an extended batch on the original Blitzway Ghostbusters. It just means that when they ran out, they decided to warm up the printers, and so because they actually did an extended batch on the original batch of Ghostbusters. I know because I got in on it after Sideshow sold out of the Ghostbusters. A year later, they were still available at retail price on KG Hobby, and I bought them. Mm-hmm. That's where I bought mine. Remember, I think I told you the story. It was a rebatch. It was essentially a second batch. So if they're doing it for the Afterlife, or maybe it's old, but yeah, I just don't. I mean, because the film's been out for a few years, so I just wouldn't be. I wouldn't. I mean, I probably would say an extended batch, but reissued. It's too soon for that time. For that word, you just want to be. They might also be available at Time Walker. Yes, Time Walker Toys is actually another good.
Time Walker will have it too. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they're also authorized to do so too. That's a tricky one. For the territorial license for the DeLorean, it could be. It could very well be. But, Hot Toys sells in Japan, and it would be suicide for Blitzway not to be able to sell the DeLorean in Japan, because the folks there, they do love Back to the Future. So it could be. It's not going to stop me from getting it, though. I can promise you that. If it's locked under there. If I have to go and fly over there to pick one up, I will. Yeah. Well, I mean, why would we be excited about it? Well, because if anybody out there in 1/6 scale land owns either the Ecto-1 Afterlife or the Ecto-1 84, the attention to detail and the amount of work and the over-engineering aspect that Blitzway threw into the Ecto-1. And if they can deliver that type of magic, that type of R&D effort, not take shortcuts like a few other companies out there, this DeLorean could be grand. Oh my God, it could be. I mean,
dude, talk about die-cast opportunity here with the DeLorean.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It could be very have Blitzway said they won't reissue. I've never seen Blitzway do a reissue. I've seen them do extended batches. So I've never. I mean, has anybody seen another Kurt Cobain? I mean, Kurt Cobain's but that just came out though.
That came out. I think. What was it last year? It came out. I recently got it, but I can't remember when I got it. It came in the last batch from Pop Culture for me.
And who is selling? What are you getting over here, Kaiju Daddy? You're killing me here. Who is still selling the Afterlife Ecto-1? Because I know Spec Fiction, I think, still has one from last year, because they got hit with cancellations. So is it Big Bad Toy Store? Are they just sitting from their original stock? Because a lot of collectors did cancel on that one, and so a few retailers did end up with just additional stock. Collectors, remember the Ecto-1 Afterlife is an $1,800 purchase, and if you bought that damn thing from Big Bad Toy Store, it's going to cost you over $2,000 because Big Bad Toy Store charges sales tax. The only place that I was encouraging everybody to go through was Spec Fiction, because Todd there gives you the hookup, free shipping and no tax. So I paid specifically $1,800 for my Afterlife, even though Todd still ended up with a few cancellations. I know Big Bad got hit with a few cancellations too. So in fact, you can probably still. You can probably still find it on where's my Spec Fiction page? Bet you I can go on.
That's very interesting. So Big Bad had additional stock from Ecto-1 Afterlife. That's very interesting.
I'm trying to.
Well, the thing is, there was a similar situation with the Ecto-1, the original one. There was no reissues. It was just extra batch from the Ecto-1, the original one that pretty much was found and then put back up on Big Bad Toy Store.
So this one's been sold out, but I know, like, I was looking in July and in August, and Spec Fiction was still sitting on the Afterlife. But I mean, regardless, I don't care.
Well, it's semantics at this point, whether it's an extended batch or reissue. At this point, DeLorean and Ghostbusters is freaking happening. Also, I just can't freaking believe it. We're getting finally the boys from a proper company. The boys, bro.
So that 1/4 scale, I mean, they have it on their page, and I can probably bring that up, but those are going to be statues. I just want to make sure.
I know they're going to be statues, but I'm like, come on. If they have the opportunity to go in to get some 1/6 scale figures from this IP, come on now. Just give me out. Just give us a bone here.
Yeah, Spec Fiction had extra Ghostbusters. Yes, but Brian, you want to also disclose that they were also asking $550. So my theory behind that, it was either a collector's batch or old new stock, or I'm guessing Todd probably got the hookup from a collector, and he got a deal, and he's reselling it, or he can be consignment. Who knows? Who knows what he's doing there?
Oh wait, no, 1/6 scale. The Homelander, the boys, and Butcher. Right under the Ghostbusters.
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the 1/4 scale, because there is a Homelander Butcher. Okay.
Look, Homelander and Butcher right there. 1/6.
Yeah. Are you excited for those? Because I'm not touching those at all.
Oh, dude, I've been waiting. You know how long I've been waiting for this? Well, I've also been waiting for some Ghostbusters. But dude, I'm like, dear God, about damn time. We're seeing a company that's going to take the helm for the Homelander line, the boys line, because I would like a Homelander, I would like a Butcher in my collection.
Okay, I love the show, I really do. I don't want any of those figures in my collection. It's just because I look at the show as satire, as political satire, and and Homelander is pretty evil. So yeah, and then here's the thing too. This last season of The Boys wasn't the best. So, but I mean, regardless, I just don't fancy that show to the point that I would want expensive 1/6 scale figures. And then I know that they've done them through third-party means and so forth. And I'm just like, it's fine. To me, it's never interested me at all. I'm interested in the 1/4 scale Superman from Alex Ross, but I know that it is a statue. I know they created their Carbotics series, which is their little die-cast action figures. They seem to be doing really well with that. And then the non-scale figure is their little Art Deco, the vehicle SML. I actually have that product. It's the little like the UFO and the little trucks and things like that. I don't think I have one like the space pod. I think I did a review on the space pod type deal from SML. Small monster labs. I think it's what it's called. But I mean, it's cool. So I mean, they're clearly going hard at this show, and this is in Shanghai. So anybody watching that is attending the show, right? Because I know there's going to be. I hate covering photos that have been reshared so many times that it just you end up picking up like an STD off of them. You know?
Oh my God!
I would maybe there's somebody out there watching that they can actually send their they are willing to share the original photos. You know when
just up your antivirus, bro. Just up your antivirus.
Well, the problem. No, what I meant by that is that the photo is so friggin' degraded because it gets shared from Facebook, then it gets posted on Instagram, then someone lifts it off on Instagram and then shares it to their friend, then their friend shares it to another. So by the time you get it, it's like the pixelation and the resolution is so shitty. You're like, what is this? It's grainy as hell.
Brother, ooh. What's that? What's that, brother?
Yeah, I hate that. Yeah, so the photo is like you can't even blow it up. Like you can't even blow it up like decent. So yeah, if there's somebody out there who's actually going to take some real high resolution photos, specifically on the DeLorean, I would definitely like to cover that. I mean, this is going to be in a week's time. So it should be pretty cool, you know. It should be an interesting event. Let me see if I could. I mean, share this tab. Let me bring up. You know, when you go to Blitzway, they don't. I mean, this is their 1/4 scale Homelander DX. Their standard statues. I mean, so this is what. My point is, I thought this is the direction that Blitzway was going to head. I thought they were out of the 1/6 scale game.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I thought Blitzway, they were bullied off of the playground, while Hot Toys is throwing punches, knocking out its competitors left and right. Right, as Howard Chan is sitting in his penthouse suite, laughing at the mistakes that Antarctic Inc. and its competitors and Jazz Inc. and so forth, right? I just thought Blitzway Blitzway got, they took like a punch to the left eye and they just decided to sit out.
Yeah, y'all need to relax about that Diddy, bruh. Yeah, the people in the chat. So Danoby, I agree, man, because it's very interesting what happened with Blitzway, because when you go to Sideshow, all you see is statues. Yeah. There's not a single 1/6 scale figure to be found on Blitzway anymore, and it's ridiculous.
I thought they were slowly going to die. I mean, if you pull up their 1/6 scale section on their official website, their last big hit was the Kurt Cobain. Then after that was the Ecto-1.
Beautiful. Chef Kiss.
The Jimi Hendrix. King Sung Jai. I don't know who I guess he's
Jimi Hendrix wasn't even on the sideshow list.
You had to get him through, Outside Means. I do have this guy though. I mean, most people slept on Zorro. I thought this guy.
I had Zorro as well.
You had this one? Okay, I thought they did a fantastic job on this guy. This guy went under the radar. I never got Silence of the Lambs, and then before that was Ghostbusters, and then, I mean, their 1/6 scale catalog, it's pretty pathetic if you think about it. I mean, they did Carlito was their first one, Fight Club, then Ghostbusters, and then they just took a break. So maybe they've been in the background cooking, maybe,
possibly.
You know, who knows? But
well, they were cooking, all right.
They were definitely cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Which one is it? Is it this one? The 1/6 scale DeLorean. This is the one that I think can shake things up, because Blitzway has only ever attempted one true 1/6 scale Ecto-1. The Ecto-1, 100%, it is true 1/6 scale. It's huge. Do the math, Blitzway got it right. So we know that Blitzway can do a true 1/6 scale vehicle. The DeLorean, it's been not secretly known. It hasn't been very well addressed. I've actually known about it. I've always known that the DeLorean has always been closer to the 1/7 scale. As you do the math with the Hot Toys 89 Batmobile, it's closer to 1/7 scale. So we've kind of known, right? It hasn't been a big deal for most. It never really bothered me. It never did. But the fact that Blitzway is taking a jab at making a 1/6 scale DeLorean, I feel confident that they're going to be able to get the scale right. And it's going to be a really big vehicle. And they don't leave much to the imagination with this title. Is it going to be the Mark I, the Mark II, the Mark III, or is it going to be a convertible vehicle? Meaning, hey, we're going to do the DeLorean, and we're going to give you the pieces and the parts to convert it.
It would be pretty cool if they allow you to have a Ghostbusters, a DeLorean 1/6 that covers all fields. That'd be interesting. That would be very interesting.
It's been done,
but
by
honestly,
manufacturers. Just to clarify, Nate, it's been done by Mattel and a few others that have made. Mattel did a Hot Wheels collector's edition DeLorean thing, and they gave you the parts to convert it. In fact, that magazine subscription company, the one that you would subscribe to the parts, they gave you the option too, as you're building the die-cast DeLorean, that you can convert it in any way you want. We're going to give you the parts.
Honestly, I would just keep it as the one personally, because when it comes to converting to other versions of the vehicle, especially with the parts they give you, right? I could see some sacrifices being made towards this 1/6 scale vehicle.
There doesn't have to be sacrifices. Well, actually, you know what? I take it back. There would be sacrifices. There would be some R&D sacrifices to have the vehicle present itself with the 3-mode transformation. So, for example, the Mark II with the hover converted wheels, if you want that type of mechanical feature, it's definitely going to compromise its movement on the surface, on a flat surface. There's been toy manufacturers throughout the years that have done the DeLorean with the hover converter. In fact, Diamond Select is one of them, and it's just commonly known that when the DeLorean has that feature, it just becomes really difficult to roll on the surface. And some collectors may care, and some may not. But I mean, to me, it never bothered me, because that's why you have the Mark I, and you have the Mark II, and now you're gonna have the Mark III. Which I still think it's gonna come out in December, the Hot Toys. So it's interesting that this is coming out. If they do this right, they could have a home run. They can have a home run because the DeLorean is going to cater to that specific demographic, to multiple demographics, the 1/6 scale community and the Back to the Future fans, because there are still Back to the Future fans out there that were not able to score a Mark I DeLorean. And I'm assuming it's the Mark I DeLorean.
Because it says Back to the Future right there. So
just the future. So there's no 2 or 3. So I have to hypothesize or correctly speculate that this is going to be the Mark I. This is going to be the Mark I DeLorean with the plutonium chamber. And if it is, I'm not mad, because the Ecto-1 Blitzway does have, it's not a die-cast vehicle, but it does have die-cast components. It has to. The vehicle is too big and heavy. So Blitzway did incorporate certain die-cast components. Is the body of the Ecto-1 die-cast? No, but there are joints and screws and so forth that are die-cast, because the vehicle is heavy. Like under the chassis of the vehicle, it's all die-cast. It has to be.
Apparently, they heard us talking about the Ghostbusters last week. That's funny.
I then last week they saw your stream. Like I said, it's so under the radar that that they announce it like for example, they announce it like this. And when is the anniversary? Back to the Future was 85. Oh, you know what? It is the anniversary next year. Holy smack, he's right. I didn't even think about that. Next year.
Yeah, 2025. Yeah.
2025. Yeah, is the 40th anniversary. So that's the timing is impeccable here. We're on the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future. I wonder if this will push Hot Toys to put out more Back to the Future products. We're also around the corner from Back to the Future Day, October 15. Let's see what happens.
Here's the thing with Hot Toys. You can't rely on Hot Toys to commit to anniversaries, right? And one of the only reasons why they'll commit to more of this direction, because in Japan, there's a big push for Back to the Future products, right? So Hot Toys will more than likely start going back in the coming soons to bring back some of the Back to the Future 2 pieces that people have been asking for years. But we cannot rely on a 40th anniversary or what have you, because Hot Toys tends to miss the mark by a year or two.
I don't hold my breath for anything for Hot Toys anymore, Nate. They're just they have secrets, and they do things so mysterious. And I mean, I'm just grateful. I'll support Hot Toys when they make products, or they make a product that I want. And the Mark III DeLorean again was such a huge surprise when it was announced. And this doesn't make me angry. I mean, I'm gonna have to build a garage. I'm gonna have to build
the garage. The Mark I, definitely a piece that I would love to have in my collection. I've been asking for it for Hot Toys to go into and bring out a 2.0.
Yeah,
a 2.0 version. But now I can wait. The Blitzway will hold me till Hot Toys drops theirs eventually.
Yeah, I mean, and to give Blitzway even more credit, they have been announcing certain features, and like this one right here. Let me show you a tab here. They've been very creative. Actually, let me see if I can pull this one up here. Like this is one of their videos. Let's see if I can play it. I mean, that's pretty cool. Magnetic movement is very, very cool. I find that very interesting. It's clearly looks like it's going to be in their statues. It could even be. I mean, I don't know, but it looks like it's.
Well, you know, Danoby. Do you know what this tells us right here? Silence does not mean they're out of the game. Blitzway has been silent for years with 1/6 scale. Yeah. So they've been, dipping their toes here and there in certain figures, but they've been pumping out more statues than 1/6. But they've been silent. Doesn't mean that they're out of the game. So that's just that comes to the whole idea that, hey, just have to have patience, guys. Just gotta have patience. Patience, it will save you and your wallet and your soul. Just keep the faith strong, y'all.
Yeah. Not like this, though, Nate. Not like this.
I don't like this.
I mean, you heard me bitching about, cooking the books and the numbers all night. Did you not? Not like this. Any surprises. No. This gives me heartburn. This messes with me. I don't,
Either Danoby, these pre-orders will be coming in this year, right? Most unlikely, these pre-orders are going to grow up this year.
I hope not. You think so?
That's going to be a pain in the ass, but hey, remember what you say, Danoby? They want to look good for their investors, right? Look green in their investors. Come on.
But it's gonna break my pledge, though, isn't it? I mean, you want me to break my pledge? I took this.
Yes. Join me, Danoby. Join me in this financial debt with 1/6.
No, man, I was doing so goddamn good too. No, not like this, Nate, not like this.
Danoby pays. The Danobys always pay their debts. Come on, Danoby.
Hold up. Yes, you and everybody else. We all got that damn email. Hold it up. Just got in here. Woke up to an email from Spec Fiction telling me the Blitzway Ghostbusters back in stock. I paid £3,000 last February for the 4-pack. What the fuck?
Oh, brother.
Thoughts and prayers.
Brother. 3,000. Wait, that £3,000?
That's £3,000, right? Or shillings? What do they trade over there? Milk, cheese? I don't. What do you?
Oh no, brother.
3,000
Oh
pounds.
God.
Right? Isn't there pounds?
Oh, God.
I mean, their pounds. I joke though, but their pounds I think are worth more than the US dollar.
Oh God. Oh man, 3,000 pounds. Look, I was looking at the dollar transfer to USD. That's $4,000.
Is a euro worth more than the US? Everything seems to be worth more than the US dollar. US dollar sucks right now.
3,000 pounds. 3,000 pounds for USD is $4,000. That's five. Oh dear.
Are we going to the freak off, Nate? Are we doing? I hope this shit does not go into pre-order because you're right. I'm gonna have to break my pledge. And are we gonna have to have like a Diddy live stream when we dance?
The Diddy live stream. Get the oil ready, bro. Get the three instead of all baby oil, it's 303s. Get your 303 oil ready.
I just yeah, I hope not. You know what? Maybe the Ghostbusters will go into pre-order this year, and if the Ghostbusters, like this is the thing, we still don't even know if they're reissues or if they're 2.0s. But Go ahead. But I mean, I have willpower. There's a lot of collectors in the community that don't have the willpower. Hey, DeLorean, he has no willpower. Mr. Mom Collectibles, he has no willpower. He'll probably pre-order this. Who else out there? Everybody in the community will be doing somersaults and backflips. They'll be standing in line, talking with 1/6 Kit, trying to get the hookup, trying to get that Ghostbusters influencer batch, trying to get that, trying to get into that club. But if it's the Ghostbusters in the pre-order, I think my pledge will hold strong. I think I can avoid it because I'm trying to get my spreadsheet under control. So if it's just the Ghost, but if it's DeLorean, I'm gonna have to host a freak off.
$3,300. Yeah. $3,300 for a 4-pack. Oh God! But at the end of the day, you bought that because you love that set, right? You do realize that nothing's ever really gone. These companies will come back. Companies will come back with a 2.0 or another set of figures from a different movie with the same damn name. It's unavoidable. It's like Luke Skywalker said in Last Jedi. No one's ever really gone.
I've said it, even my last live stream. Don't go backwards. There's collectors out there. They love moonwalking all the way backwards, don't they? That's their shit. That's their jam. They gotta have that shitty DX13, right, Nate? That
come on, the DX13 had the T1000 transformation goo. Come on, come on.
You can't be one of those.
In chess, the pawns go first. Humans and their guns.
That works. That works, Nate. You can't be like that.
Not like this.
Not like
Not
this.
like this.
Not like this, man. You know, if they're a 2.0, I'll be in there like swim. You know what? I'm not even gonna. If it's a 2.0, I'm in, and I will not segregate the brother like I did last time to save money. I kept out Winston Zedmore.
Yeah, you tell me all the time you regretted that to this day.
Biggest regret. Huge regret. And then he's the one that fucking blew up. You know, he's the one that's the grail of a grail. So if Blitzway does a 2.0 and they get those proton packs to the next level, yeah. And
how well does Spec Fiction do with cancellations?
Spec Todd over there, he's probably just as ruthless as a kid over 1/6 kid. You know, no refund for you. You know, they cancel that shit. You're not getting your NRD back. So they all are, which it's normal, it's expected. You know, so
I feel sorry for the guy that celebrated on Facebook literal hours before the Instagram post came up because he was celebrating that he bought the Winston from Spec Fiction for $550 when he dropped it
I hate
a few
this
hours ago.
Yeah, this is Mitchell, you're right. I've been preaching that for like the last year or so. Don't go backwards. There's way too much good shit forward than backwards. And everybody's like, I want to get the olds, I want to get this. And
But here's the problem with going backwards is that collectors are going backwards and buying it for the highest resale of all time. If you're gonna buy backwards, buy it at a deal, like a outrageous deal that you could not say no to that deal. Don't buy it for the 2 or 3 times the amount on a. It's crazy.
Yeah, and you know, and same thing too with the third party knockoffs. Everybody who, oh my God, Present Toys, those Ghostbusters, those knockoff Ghostbusters, did they get released yet? Didn't collectors jump?
Oh shoot! Those are still up for pre-order. Yeah. Oh my God!
What is this? The renaissance of the Ghostbusters movement now?
Oh my God!
Toys. You got Star Ace, then you have the you have Blitzway Messiah, right? You got like Doom Messiah. You got Blitzway Messiah. Blitzway's coming in from the clouds, you know, like a Buddha. Like, I'm gonna bring you your Ghostbusters. You guys asked for it. I just hope they're 2.0s. I hope they're not repaints. That's my only big thing.
Well, okay. Here's the thing I got to tell the Kaiju Daddy. Yes, it's harder to say. It's hard to do. It's easier to say than done. Got to go backwards. But the thing is, at the end of the day, there's going to be. But it's going to be
backwards.
Yeah. It's easier to say than done. Yes, but the thing is, with these new collectors are coming in and they want to commit to the cause and sacrifice, then they'll have to learn their lesson. You only could do so much when you try to preach advice. Okay, you only can do so much. Sometimes you just gotta act on it and then get burned and then shake it off and then learn from it. That's all you gotta do. That's all I'm telling you. All gotta do.
Yeah. What about? I mean, third-party knockoffs, Present Toys. I mean, if you pre-ordered it, you're shit out of luck because you either don't fulfill the invoice or you lose your NRD.
You're gonna lose the NRD. Yep.
You're gonna lose your NRD, and to manage your collection properly, you cannot be in the business of throwing away NRDs. Doesn't matter if it's $20 or $100. You can't think like that. You can't manage a collection like that. Who mentioned this? Could I mean? And the more I think about it, there's this new Blitzway. They're doing the DeLorean, and you know, Warner Brothers, they hand out their license to anybody that writes a check, right? So now I'm starting to believe it now, Nate. I'm starting to believe could Blitzway do? Could they do a Batmobile?
The Batmobile.
You know, I mean, it's not far from reality now, is it? The whole matrix, the whole spectrum has now been shifted. If Blitzway is coming out with a 1/6 scale DeLorean, right? I'm so happy they're doing it.
Oh, hey, you never know. You never know. Hot Toys might come out and do the 92 Batmobile proper 1/6 version. You never know. You never know.
God, that'd be awesome. That would be awesome. A proper, I mean, if Blitzway had sass, if they had the gall, can you imagine Blitzway does like an 89 Batmobile just for shits?
Just for shits and giggles. Just to flex. Danoby, the amount of time I've watched you and I've joined you on streams, the one thing you always say that the one company that rivaled that of Hot Toys was Blitzway. And Blitzway is definitely on the table to come back.
You're right.
Like this what they called it. The silent giant, the sleeping giant. Sleeping giant.
Folks, if you and I know it could this product could be out of reach for a lot of collectors out there, but out of all the 1/6 scale vehicles that I have been able to own, review, seen in person, by far the best, near perfect, right? Because no vehicle is perfect, but near perfect that takes the metal, it is absolutely the 1/6 scale Blitzway Ecto-1. It is a technological marvel, an R&D miracle, over-engineer what they were able to do for the price point at the time, $1,400, right? $1,400, and I bought that. I paid shipping, but at the time there was no tax. That's what you could have gotten back in 2019 because it was a pre-order for 2 years for 28. So that's what you could have got. For $1,400 retail, $1,400. Now $1,800, you get a resin cast Batmobile that gets fished out of Gotham Harbor. That's what you get for $1,800 now. A Batmobile that gets fished out of Gotham Harbor. But back in the day, the good days of collecting, that's what it is. And I love my Hot Toy DeLoreans. They do come with their own problems and issues, which I've always pointed out with the community. I don't hide or omit things that are wrong with my DeLorean. I still love my DeLorean, but I don't mind. I will always share with you wonderful folks out there what's wrong with my DeLorean.
Good. It's good, but can be better.
It could always be better. It could always be better. I mean, I'm hoping this is the new Blitzway. Maybe they're under new management. But if that DeLorean goes into pre-order this year, this is going to have to get broken, Nate. The no nut pre-order pledge of 2024.
No nut. Oh my God, no nut November.
Not November. This pledge goes on for 2024. So you can't limit it to November. This is the no nut pre-order pledge, right? I have the willpower, right?
I have the power.
Don't confuse me with the Hey DeLorean. Hey DeLorean, the minute of a Batman or something shows up, he's there quick to pre-order it, and then
I know I've heard the stories. He's always talking about representation. And I'm like, I don't need a representation of a third party on my on a figure that honestly Hot Toys or anybody with a legitimate license can do so much better. I'll just play the wait game. I'll just be patient. Until someone drops it. Like, how many times I've had opportunities to buy the Homelander third parties, Homelander, Butcher, the Boys third parties, and now Blitzway, the Sleeping Giant, is doing 1/6 scale the Boys. Yeah. My patience has awarded me, my faith has awarded me an opportunity for this chance.
But Nate, man, we were on the cusp of trying to balance our spreadsheet here, and they're
screwed.
We're
screwed, bro. This ain't right. We're screwed.
They can't do us like this, man.
Not like this.
Can you read this comment here from Figure It Out?
I recently been reconsidering my third-party purchases. it seems that they all end up being made by premium companies eventually.
It's a fake.
How do we solve it? It's simple. Stop pre-ordering trash. I did, and I mean, my skin is starting to glow. I don't break out in hives anymore. I'm starting to feel energetic. Don't pre-order third-party trash. All right, it's that simple. I'm telling you, you're gonna wake up. Your back is gonna feel better. Third-party poo-poo toys, all that nonsense. It is a distraction. It's distracting you from the ultimate goal. Third party. I can't tell you how. If I had $1 every time there's a collector, like the present toys Ghostbusters, there's always going to be something better. That's how it is. It's always going to be something better. You know, you got to be patient, right? I know everybody wants to get that one product, but my God, there's always going to be, yes, this one company can make it, but what if you're patient enough, this other company can make it? You just don't know.
Tell the fat lady she's on in 5.
I'm trying to be good. You're helping me, Nate. I'm trying to be good.
Danoby, come on, man. You can't fault collectors when they buy third parties. It's a kick.
I've been saying it all year. Stop pre-ordering that garbage, man. if it means not watching your favorite YouTuber, I know Big Bretta loves all that third-party schlock. He eats all that nonsense. But you gotta trim the fat. It's empty calories. It's fat. That's just not.
It's third parties has always been junk food. They're cool and all. They taste nice, but at the end of the day, if they ain't gonna come out right. Those third parties ain't gonna come out right for that junk food.
No. What is Ash talking about? What about the duck? The duck? What is there something being reviewed, or what's he? You're killing. What the duck? What is that? Is there something with a duck being released?
I'm not sure.
Wild the Robot, Pinocchio, Big Bird, Monster. Is it that Voltron? I don't know. I don't know what he's referring to. Before the dark times, before the Empire, before the influencer wars. Oh Jesus!
Influencer wars. Oh my God, dear Lord. Well, hey guys, if you really feel this much animosity towards the influencer wars, just don't watch the influencers with the batches. I'm just saying, dear Lord.
Donald Duck by Blitzway. Oh, he's talking about the Carbotics series. I don't have any of them. I've seen them. I think they're cool. They're not my style, even though I do have a Disney module case. I do like high-end Disney mania stuff. But that type of the Carbotics, it's not up my alley. No, I saw it. I'm like, no. I gotta really. It's my Disney collection is actually pretty growing. Yeah, but no, I don't want any of that. It looks cool. Just not up my cup of tea. And I know they're expanding their line with Elmo, Big Bird, Cookie Monster, and a few others, Voltron and so forth. Cool. I mean, if you're a big fan of that, awesome. It's just not for me. They're like little robotic tchotchke little things. Let me see if I can find a photo of this. I can you folks out there, the car, share this tab. Let me see. See if I can pull it up here. Let me get the banner. Right there.
So,
yeah, little guys. Yeah, it's all like that. And remember the SML Wars? This is SML. I have this guy. This guy is cool as hell. This little space pod thingamajig. That's SML. Yeah, they're gonna show off something new from SML at this festival too. I don't know what it is. In fact, you can actually see it right there. The non-scale figure vehicle, SML. That's what that is. So that Art Deco, which is cool. You can kind of see it right there. That's what that is there. And then this is the whole Carbotics. I mean, they're doing pretty well. People seem to love this. the stuff. It's just like a robotic. Is it? It's die-cast, right? Or is it not metal? Or is it just? No, it is metal. So yeah, it's a high-end little metal articulated action figure. It looks cool. It's just not up for me. I would prefer if they did more of a high-end Mickey from a specific short, with a nice animated paint color, Mickey, Donald, Roger Rabbit, things like that. That to me, I would like that. Mm-hmm. This right here, it seems like it would date itself. It wouldn't. I just feel like it wouldn't age properly. It's to me, when I see like Mickey in this form, it's the same thing like Venom in an Iron Man suit. It's very mishmash. It's G.I. Joe and Transformers together. Like it's very mishmash. I'm never a big fan of that. I know they're clearly doing well with sales on it because they're expanding the line. It's just not for me. That's what that is there. And then there's like a Goofy, a Minnie, and then there's a few other anime characters on there too.
Let me see. Figure It Out says, my problem is number 1, I'm impulsive. Number 2, I have no patience. Number 3, I have FOMO. My wallet has been hammered like an OnlyFans model this year. So my what I say about that is that either 1, you learn to find yourself again and change your course when it comes to your collecting, right? Make the proper changes in life in order to evolve, because the world is changing. We have to change too. All right, as Keaton would say, you got to learn to change. If you don't change, you're gonna end up de-evolving with the rest of the gang. I'm just saying, you gotta evolve. You just gotta evolve, or take enough hits in the face in order to realize that, hey, I made a mistake. Okay, cool. Took you a minute, but come on, catch up.
Hits to the face like a Diddy party,
bro. I didn't. What?
You said hits to the face. I'm like, what? What do we? What's he slap? What?
Like pause on that.
No, look, FOMO is the path to the dark side. It leads to anger, leads to hate. It's problems. You have to really pause because there's too many collectors out there that are willing to throw away NRDs. The minute the invoice shows up, they cancel it, and they do, because that's why the wait list is so popular. Oh, my wait list got picked up. Yeah, because collectors probably overstretched or lost interest or something. But for the most part, especially like the last few months, it's been overwhelming. I love that this announcement came out tonight, Nate. But man, I was actually hoping to unbox one of the stuff that arrived. I showed you.
Yeah, you showed me. Yeah,
and you see what I mean? Like life is always just distracting. Like to me, this whole announcement is just like, God damn it! Like I got a plan for this shit now. You're telling me that Blitzway is going to do a 1/6 scale DeLorean? That's just, I can't wrap it over my head. I just never thought no other toy come. And I'm happy. I'm so happy. I'm very joyful that Blitzway's doing it and no other company out there. I wouldn't want to see any other company tackle this, because the only other company that has shown to me that they can make a true 1/6 scale vehicle is Hot Toys. I haven't seen another company outside of Hot Toys and Blitzway that can make a proper, decent 1/6 scale vehicle. And I'm just happy that Blitzway is doing it. I think it's going to be badass. I think they're going to go above and beyond. If they over-engineer it like they did with the Ecto-1, I think I may have a favorite DeLorean. I mean,
wow.
They can. I'm just. I feel like the old man from Jurassic Park. Remember when he was doing the tour in Jurassic Park? Hammond.
Mm-hmm.
Was it him?
Yeah.
And then he walks into the nursery. He goes, "Oh, I like to be there when they hatch." Remember?
Yes.
I feel like Hammond. Like I want to be in Shanghai. Oh, I like to be there when the prototypes hatch, so that I can see It's, that's how I feel. Like I really, if I knew that they were going to pull out this, I'm like, oh man, I should have tried to plan a trip to Shanghai. That would have been badass to do. I would have loved to have covered that. A 1/6, and I would have, man, that's just, what a night. They're black, and going through the comments here. If you want to blow money, you can always go backwards and kit bash your Ripley power loader. What is James? Don't give advice about going backwards. No. We have to set an example here. We have to help those who are lost in the ways of collecting. So kit bash Ripley power reflex. Honestly, better option. Shouldn't have to. James, you're out of control. That's my official opinion. Shit. What's going on here? Come on now. Don't invoke his name. What's going on here? He's lost. He's a lost soul. Be nice to Lane Kramer, all right? He's just lost his way of collecting. He needs to be brought back into the light. What is going on in the comments? I leave the kids alone. Look what happens. They start to get out of the midnight sellers. The midnight reseller figures recently sold the same day before the sun rises. I'll have to book my tickets for next year's anticipation. Yeah, I had no idea, Sheng. I mean, clearly this show is going to seem like it's going to be very, very badass. It's going to be really, really cool. And I'm a little bit sad that I don't get to attend. Like, forget the New York Comic Con. Apparently, the whole Shanghai situation seems to be where it's at.
Yep. Wow.
No, I don't want that. I want the other one back. Here we go. But I'm going to end it with some thoughts. I'm excited for the Ghostbusters. I'm really happy that Blitzway is coming back at this. Not much information is being shared by this post other than Blitzway is back. And hopefully anybody out there watching, and that you can get some really nice high-quality photos. Nothing that's been passed around like in a freak-off. Just really good high-quality photos. I would love to cover it. I would love to do a live stream dedicated to this. To me, this is the biggest news right now. Not this, not the in-art Superman. That sounds boring. Another botched, mess there.
Yeah. Also, the in-art Legolas and
another fundraiser.
What's the other one? The ring wraith on the horse.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, you're chasing those Lord of the Rings that are in art, man. You're gonna get swallowed up by the ring. You're gonna fall. Sauron's gonna come and Sauron's gonna have a freak off with you. I don't. Yeah, no. I don't do Lord of the Rings. I think, like I said, and I said this in my last live stream. In art actually has something that I want, that I know that those idiots will never be able to produce or figure out or how to make.
Oh, the Nazgul. There you go. The Nazgul. Well, it is a ring. Yeah, it is a ring wraith, though.
It is a ring wraith, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
1/6 silver. Yeah. And it's the Monkey King. So the Sun Wukong would be the only thing I would ever want from InArt, but they can't get their act together. Their shit. They're just. It's like the Muppets are running that company. Biggest news of the year, if you ask me. This is huge. The Ghostbusters. I mean, can you imagine tomorrow when people get the news? They're going to be on eBay trying to offload. You're not going to get your $500. Your Winston's value, because I think what was he trending, Nate? Like $700. The last time I looked into a Winston, it was like $650 from a trusted eBay seller. $650 plus shipping and tax.
Yep.
That's gone. The minute that we see just the existence that Blitzway, the prototype, I would say once the photos are out there in the wild, the value is it's probably come back. It'll it's not like it's going to decrease below retail. If anything, it'll just stabilize. So instead of the $550 you'd probably get for Egon Spangler, you'd probably would get 3 to 4. There is going to be a decline, but it's going to be a slow decline until the figures finally get
Yeah, until the figures get properly finally released from Blitzway, you won't see a big decline in the price until that happens.
Yeah.
And that also depends on how well they come out. But in Blitzway, they've done very well with their end products, like my Kurt Cobain from Blitzway. Fantastic. One of the best 1/6 scale figures of 2023.
And the nice thing with the DeLorean, that it has that the Ecto, there's no stickers on the DeLorean, so it's not like they can botch up the stickers or the weathering. You just got to give it a nice paint, stainless steel paint finish. Blitzway, I know they can do that because the paint finish on the Ecto 184 was beautiful. So they can paint. Where they messed up on the Afterlife was they put the Ghostbusters sticker crooked or something. And I didn't even know that. I mean, talk about ignorance is bliss. Like if I didn't know the sticker was crooked, I wouldn't have cared. So every time I look at it now, I just see the crooked sticker. In fact, you can see it. It's right there. It's right. That's right. It's up there. It's my Ecto 1. You can even see that I even have Alf in the gunner seat. And if you can see, but it's right there.
Oh, really? Look at that.
There's Alf in the gunner seat, from NECA. I put him in there. So
that's pretty cool.
I'm not selling. No, this is. I told this to Nate. I go, I'm not selling my original Blitzways. I've had them from launch, and they're with me. If these are going to be 2.0s, if these are 2.0s, I will have to break my no nut pre-order pledge. If they're reissues and repaints, I can wait and I can chase them down the road. I'm like,
but here's the other thing too. When it comes to Blitzway, right? If you have the original Ecto 1 or any of the Ecto 1s, you can use your original Ghostbusters in that vehicle. And then, the newest 2.0s, you could have those standing. Yes. I'm just saying, there's ways around this. You don't really need to sell your originals.
No, that's a good idea because I have both vehicles and I can put them inside in the driver's seat and so forth. So, I mean, there's plenty of posing opportunities on there. If the DeLorean comes in this year as a pre-order, which I hope it doesn't, but if it does, minimum 2 I'm gonna have to get 2. It's gonna have to be 2, Nate. I can't chance.
So crap! You're gonna flex 2 DeLoreans from Blitzway? Ooh,
I have to. Oh my god, I'm terrified because I'm not. But here's the kicker, though, too. Blitzway isn't going to give us those little sweet, sweet hot toy prices. Blitzway is going to come in at $1,500 average.
Damn, I could see that. I could see $1,500. Oh god,
Blitzway,
especially if it's diecast. Oh yeah.
I don't, like I said, I don't think it's going to be diecast. If it's diecast, it is. I mean, it's more ice on the cake. It is, but it's not. I mean, the only reason I'm not wishing it's not diecast because I know if it's diecast, it's going to be $1,800. It's not going to be cheap if it's diecast. If it's just a larger, true 1/6 scale with all of the electronics working and the door and the plutonium chamber, I'm going to say it's going to be $1,500. It's going to be like Jazz Inc. money, but the difference is that this vehicle is probably going to last a lot longer than a Jazz Inc. vehicle, and it's going to have a better paint application. So, but when if it's $1,500, you're going to see the true quality, the true R&D. Like, I mean, the wheels are gonna turn. The undercarriage is probably gonna be detailed with the muffler. I mean, it's gonna be really nice. But to have it that nice, make no mistake, it's not gonna be cheap. So, So I don't have a price limit. It's gonna hurt.
It's going to be pain.
It's gonna
be pain.
Look, I can't if it's expensive. I'm gonna have to drink some of that Ciroc, Nate. I mean, that's the only way.
Ciroc,
right? And then just wake up and pretend, because it's gonna be expensive. You know, drink some of that Diddy juice. That's the only way I'm going to be able to pull that off. Because it's not going to be cheap. I think people are going to go in thinking
Pause on the Diddy juice. Pause.
It's not going to be. Do you think it's going to be cheap, Nate? Do you think?
No, this is Blitzway. It's not going to be cheap.
It's not. No, you're going to go in. You're going to go in seeing Blitzway pricing, combination jazz. It's going to be like $1,500. I hope it's not. I mean, if it's diecast, I'm going to love it and I'm going to treasure it. But if it's diecast, it's absolutely going to be $1,500 or more, easy. And this is what happens. It's, I mean, when it comes to the DeLorean, I'm going to need guidance. I'm going to have to go to the temple and meditate. So that I don't so that I don't break my no-nut pre-order pledge for 2024. I don't want to, but you know, if the Blitzway commands it, right? What am I saying, Nate? I don't know what to do.
Danoby.
Not the fast story. Kill it if you have to. That's the only way to become what you're meant to be.
I don't know what else to do, Nate.
Danoby, your pre-order pledge has prepared you for this moment to break your rule of 2024. The one pre-order to rule them all, Danoby.
I tell you what, though. If the pre-order goes live this year, I hope Sideshow is able to carry them. It's gonna
Me too. I hope so. Yes.
Yeah. I hope there's not a conflict of interest or a licensing issue because there's already a DeLorean in stock through Hot Toys, but maybe Blitzway just doesn't give a shit anymore. Maybe they're like, look, we're getting tired. We're Blitzway. We're tired of being bullied. We want to make money like you guys. You know, I mean, can you blame Blitzway? You have collectors out there dropping $600 on a Hermione little action figure. I mean. What do you can you and you know, and then they see this, they see collectors, you know, dropping $1,500 on 3D printed Batmobiles. Blitzway is like, no. They see the injustice out there, and man, I'm happy that they're coming back. I mean, I don't know what else to say, Nate.
The thing here's another thing too is that we as collectors came in out the fold dropping this amount of money on rooted figures from Anarch. You wouldn't have thought that Hot Toys or Blitzway were seeing this in the shadows and are like, so this, y'all ready. Y'all ready for these prices, aren't y'all?
Yeah. Yeah, no, Blitzway is the biggest shock. That's why I wanted to just drop everything to the minute. I told you, like, to me, this is big news because it doesn't make any sense. Like, this is Blitzway. They've been quiet. They've been in the corner while the big boys have been fighting. And I mean, it's just, you know, and they probably see like I said, they're like, really? Collectors out there are dropping $1,500-$1,800 on vehicles that are being fished out of Gotham Harbor? You know, yeah, I mean, can you? It's not right.
Danoby, I thought you were going to be nice today, Danoby.
I am being nice, but we have a new contender. We have a new contender, Blitzway, and they're introducing a new vehicle into the already competitive world of 1/6 scale vehicles. The game's afoot. Things are different, Nate.
He's bluffing.
Consider what you're about to do, Paul Atreides.
Silence!
Abomination. As a servant of the Imperium, you will bow at my feet.
Your feet! You'll be lucky to keep your head.
Things are changing, Nate. Folks,
Things are changing. Mm-hmm.
Folks, have a good night. How do I end it? Oh, I know how to end it.
Oh my gosh.
What would it take to get you to come back to do Finn again?
In what?
I mean, I don't know if Finn is...
You ain't gonna Disney Plus me.